It's your favorite crypto cowboy, the crypto abstract. Yes, sir, back in the flesh. It is another beautiful day in the crypto market. It is February 2nd. There is a lot of blood in the streets. People are scrambling. Market is dumping. People are nervous. I'm here to give another crypto update so that you guys can get a better outlook of what is going on, okay? It is absolutely treacherous out there. We are in the trenches. This is where winners are born and losers are made. So listen, folks, for those that don't know me, my name's Abstract. I've helped thousands of people in the crypto community, helped thousands of people in the crypto world how to learn how to make money in crypto, how to use money, use crypto in their everyday life, and overall, just learning about the crypto world and the crypto industry. Okay, and for those that don't know me also, I built a community on Discord called the Inner Circle Discord. This is a community where people can come together to learn crypto. People can trade ideas about crypto, get exclusive market analysis from me, and exclusive market calls, okay? If anybody's interested in joining the Inner Circle, the link is in the bio. You can subscribe to the Discord and you can join the family and learn with us, okay? Because at the end of the day, knowledge is priceless in this market, and knowledge is what's going to take you to the next level, okay? I appreciate everybody for showing up today to the live stream today, man. It means a ton. And, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video so the content's pushed up the algorithm. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you're always notified of my new videos. How's everybody feeling? Let's get this chat going. How's everybody feeling, man? It's crazy right now. This is a super important live stream that I wanted to talk about today. And first thing is first, let's jump right into the news, guys. Trump signs tariffs, okay, on top trade partners, okay? So right now, Trump just literally put as of yesterday, he put a bunch of tariffs on Mexico and Canada, 25% tariffs. Everybody is going insane. The music is playing right now, and one of the craziest things I've seen about all this is that Canada is actually trying to retaliate now, and now we actually have the Canadian dollar plummeting to the lowest level against the US dollar since 2003. These folks are insane. Look at this. Canadian dollar against the dollar. It is absolutely in shambles. These folks are scrambling right now. Okay? There's a lot of crazy things happening in the market, and this is one of the major catalysts, guys. Look at this, man. The Canadian dollar is absolutely tanking, okay? The Mexican currency also absolutely capitulating right now, okay? And on the flip side, we have the market that's tanking right now. Let's take a look at the fear and greed index. We are now finally in the fear. It's been a long time since we haven't touched fear on the fear and greed index, so people are definitely scared right now. And do I believe this dump is going to continue? Just might, okay? Because in my personal experience in crypto, guys, one thing I can tell you is that when we're at fear, we can get to extreme fear, okay? And once we get to extreme fear, to me, that's when we signal buying, okay? So when we take a look at the market, guys, Bitcoin's super in the red right now. Bitcoin's at 93,294, touching important levels that we only seen we've seen this all the way in the beginning of January, but now we're starting to see, Bitcoin starting to retest these levels. Now, here's the thing that I want everyone to understand. More likely than not, as bearish as I am in the short term, and as much as I said already in the past 2 days, I've been saying Bitcoin's going to dump, crypto's going to dump, this shit's looking ugly, February's going to be ugly. Now we're starting to actually retest these levels, and this is where we're going to start seeing some very, 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 very interesting price action in Bitcoin, okay? Because whether or not the bulls are going to be able to defend this or the bears are going to tip the tides over, this is where we're going to find out. Hey, we could even find that out today or find that out, this week, because tomorrow is Monday. But if I had to bet, in the short term, guys, I would be betting here that Bitcoin is able to defend these levels for the moment, okay? Now, if we dip lower, that's fine. But I do believe Initial reaction is that we're going to be able to defend these levels. As bearish as I am, we might be able to defend these levels. And the reason being is because this level has held all the way since November 26th. Okay, now I'm going to give you guys two situations, okay, because obviously there's no way to tell what's exactly going to happen. I'll give you three situations, okay? First situation that I had in mind, okay, that Bitcoin is able to hold these levels, okay, to eventually rise back up. Because at the end of the day, we are in a channel that we've held for a very long time, guys, okay? So at the end of the day, you always have to expect, more likely than not, when a price is retesting and it's been holding every time, because you guys got to think, in here, right, when we were down here on January 13th and we were crashing and everyone shit the bed, the market actually held, okay? And then we did a new all-time high, which wasn't much because the momentum wasn't much, and now we're going back down and retesting that low, okay? So I have KRTV MA saying placing my longs at 92 and praying a little extra tonight. Look, I'd be honest with you, I don't think that's a bad move at the end of the day, only because if it doesn't hold, hey, so be it. Another day, another dollar, and it is what it is, okay? But one thing, like I keep saying, more likely than not, the bulls have been winning for the most part over the bears. Now, what's very interesting about this live stream is that we're actually seeing a lot of price action right now, which is great, because then we can get a better look on what's going to happen. If it's going to hold right now, things are getting very interesting because the market is taking right now. Ooh, I pray for a $70,000 Bitcoin. Ooh, please God, answer this prayer today. I need that $70,000 Bitcoin. But for anybody who wants to long, I personally am not going to be longing. I'm hoping for a major dump. But if you do want to long, these are the levels to long, because look, if you take a look over here, November 26th, December 5th, December 20th, December 23rd, December 30th. List goes on. January 9th, January 13th, and now February 3rd. Okay? So if we're going to hold, only God knows, okay? But one of the three situations I wanted to give you guys is that for the most part, there's obviously three situations that can happen, okay? Really four, but we'll go on as it goes, okay? So right here, Bitcoin holds this level, okay? It's already rebounding. Bitcoin holds this level, and we continue our uptrend into the market. Probably, you guys know how this stuff goes. We go up, we take a little wave down to eventually go to the moon. Because remember, guys, the market works in waves, okay? Always works in waves. The market doesn't work in one straight candle down and one straight candle up. It works in segments, okay? So the second thing that can happen, guys, is literally a capitulation in Bitcoin, which could be a flash crash, literally. And this is where one of those moments where you can see a capitulation actually straight down. And the reason why I say a straight down in this particular situation is because there's so much liquidity in Bitcoin below 90K that it can get actually very scary for the bulls if Bitcoin were to capitulate here and go down, because there's so many people that are longing Bitcoin. Right now, actually, majority of the market is shorting the market rather than longing. There's much more money right now on the shorts than longs. When we look at the liquidation heat map on Bitcoin, let's look here on the monthly. Oops, sorry, not the monthly. Let's look at the 3-month. Is it the 3-month? There it is. Okay, so this is what I say, guys. Why I believe that it's scary for the market in terms of a potential flash crash is because there's so much liquidity, and we've been talking about this for the past couple days, that there's so much liquidity below 90K that the market loves to capture this liquidity when it can, because the market loves to reset itself. And usually when the market moons is after the liquidity the leveraging has been washed away. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the exchange don't want you to make all this money, man. They want to liquidate your ass, okay? Market makers want to liquidate you. So if they can liquidate people, by all means they will, okay? So that's something to take into account. Now, this is why I would believe there would be a flash crash. Okay? Now, if a flash crash is going to happen, we're probably going to find out in sometime soon, okay? But for the most part, guys, you guys got to understand that this is the second situation, okay? First situation is we rebound here. We do a little wave down to probably eventually go up. Second one, to me, is probably going to be actually completely breaking the support and going down to the next moving average. I personally believe that the lowest Bitcoin could go. Okay, this is just something I think that the lowest Bitcoin's gonna go, if we were to flash crash, guys, is going to be somewhere around 67. That's the maximum dump I believe will happen. The reason being is because Bitcoin has been in this upward trajectory channel for all the way since January of last year. And we set a top of that range in March of last year. So setting up those 2 points, which is going to be right here and right here, we can now create ourselves a channel, right? And this is the channel that we've been on. Okay, so in this bull market, we should expect that this market should follow this channel going upwards, because at the end of the day, guys, we are in a bull market. We are not in a bear market. At the end of the day, we are at 94K Bitcoin. Okay, last year we talk about these things happening, but now seeing it happen is a different story. So me personally, I believe that the bottom, if there is a massive capitulation, it's going to be somewhere around 67 to 70K. Okay, because if we were to somehow touch the bottom of this range, a bottom of the channel, fall under a little bit, we would most likely recover to then retest the top of that channel. The beautiful part is, if we were to actually capitulate here and we were to actually go to hell, that the next time we go and retest those highs, we should hit higher highs at the top of this channel. Okay, if we were to break out of this channel, that's even better. Okay, but the reality is, guys, is that we have to respect the chart. We have to listen to the chart, and the chart is telling us that the bottom is most likely going to be somewhere around 68, 69, 70K. That's if that happens. But for right now, Bitcoin is actually holding pretty well at this level that we that has been holding for over 2 months, guys. So that's something to take into account. Today we're drinking some tea, guys. Feeling a little sick, been coughing like crazy. So, gotta drink some tea with lemon so that you can maintain your strength, okay? Because these trenches will drain you, okay? So, all in all, Bitcoin right now looking healthy. In my eyes, Bitcoin's still looking bullish. As long as Bitcoin can hold these levels, Bitcoin is bullish. Bitcoin is the only coin in this entire market right now that still maintains bullish. Everything else looks treacherous right now, okay? That's something to take into account. But for right now, Bitcoin is holding. Now, one thing I do want to keep in mind with you guys, okay? It's something that I've seen numerous times happen. And this is the third situation that can happen. Third and fourth, okay? This is the third and fourth situation. We either capitulate down past that 89K that held in early January, just for it to be a bear trap, just so that we can go back up here. This is something that is very possible, because here we set a new low in the range, but somehow we set a new high on the range. So to have a bear trap down here is fathomable, and it is not far-fetched to think that we can have a bear trap. And this is that third situation that I wanted to speak about, is that if we have a capitulation and a bear trap, and this actually manages to survive and go up, then we could potentially, guys, be seeing new highs in Bitcoin in the short term. Okay. Now, the fourth situation, and the one that usually, to be honest with you, not that it's usually, I'm overstretching here, but that could have happened, is that you see how here we're dumping, right? We're dumping here and we keep going backwards. Now, let's say the next candle, we go up. Now it's getting people's hopes up, okay? Just for the market to suck up liquidity yet again, just for us to really go down. Okay, and this is something that we've seen numerous times over, guys, in past bull runs, past charting, everything. We see sometimes where the market likes to make a little pull up, make you believe that the market is now recovering. Now everyone's like, oh, the market's going to recover here. We're looking good. This was the bottom. Just to fool people into buying more, bringing it up, just for an even massive, bigger dip, a falling knife. And one thing I do want you guys to understand, okay? Now, yes, Bitcoin is holding these levels. These are important levels. But one thing is, do not try to catch a falling knife, okay? What do I mean by that? Don't try to catch a falling knife, okay? The reality is, if Bitcoin breaks down from here, like here we have a recognized support. Like I said, it's held since November. This is a recognized support. We know this is support. That's why in the chat, KRTVMA saying placing longs at 92. It is not a far-fetched idea to place a long at 92 because it's held for a long time. Okay, and if you did place that long, my friend, you are in profit already. Now, the only issue that I'm personally seeing, okay, is that let's say this breaks down from this zone that we've been in. Do not try to catch this falling knife, which is when we're entering territory that we haven't been in a while, and we do have a gap. Okay, we have a very big gap. Okay, because one could argue, guys, that the supports for BTC after the 89K that held is going to be, and if you guys want to screenshot this, feel free to screenshot this, okay? It's going to be here, and this is what worries me about Bitcoin, to be honest with you guys. No, well, not that it worries me, but if you are invested and you're worried about the dip, is that the major supports after the 89K is going to be 86 and 85K, okay? Between these two regions is where we should see massive amounts of bulls step in to buy. The issue is, though, is that you have this gap right here where there is no defined support. So that's why a 74, 70K BTC is very possible, because there is no supports in those levels, guys. Because the ultimate support, in my eyes, is the 67. $67,000 Bitcoin is a definitive buy for anybody accumulating for the long term, trying to make gains, whatever. But what you're not going to do is, if the market starts to break down, because this market's going to keep moving volatile, okay? If it's breaking down, what you're not going to try to do is try to catch this, because you place a long here, you try to long here. Now the market X's you out there, okay? Brings you down lower. Now you're trying to catch the market here. You thinking you're going to catch the market here. Nope. The market goes down lower. So this is a very easy way to lose money, because we don't know where the bottom is, especially when you're entering price discovery, okay? Bottom discovery. We don't know where that bottom is. So I'm just trying to say, I feel like most importantly, two things. If you are a person who's dollar cost averaging, if you are a person who is trying to just accumulate more Bitcoin and you don't care where the price is, then you are in the best position out of everyone, because you can literally just buy on the way down. You can literally set up your numbers where you're like, I'm gonna put 10% here, 10% here, 10% here, 10% here, 10% here, 10. Like you can just create strategies where you can just buy on the way down in DCA, because the day that this goes up, now all of these are in profit, okay? So that's something that you have to take into account. But now if you're a person who is day trading and you're trying to time the market and trying to, I'm gonna put in along here and I'm gonna come up, Abstract said that if it hits over here, 85K, that means it's one of the more major supports. So I'm gonna put it long right here. And you're incorrect, okay? Because then what's gonna happen is the market loves to outsmart people who think they're smarter than the market, and now it's gonna fill that gap because the market loves to fill those gaps, guys. So the thing is that one thing you're not gonna do day trading is if it falls in a knife, you are not, my friend, going to be capturing that movement. You are probably going to be liquidated, okay? KRTVMA said in the chat, I set buy orders at 92 and it was triggered, but I keeping very tight SL in case things. Hey, me personally, if you were putting in a long and you want to set up a stop loss, hey, why don't you set up a stop loss right under that support that held on January 13th, which is about 89K, only because that was the bottom of the range, and there's a good possibility that if we were to hold, that we can hold that 89K level. My issue that I'm having, guys, and it's just the reality, and like I was trying to get at, is that for those who want to short, okay, now I get a lot of DMs, a lot of people asking me, hey, should I short the market? The market's going to go down, okay? And one thing that I've realized, and one thing that I've come to, a realization, is that shorting is much more harder than longing the market, okay? And if you were to short the market, you should short at a confirmed breakdown, okay? Shorting at a confirmed breakdown. We have this level here, okay, that is held, okay, the lowest part of the range, okay? Let's set it up here in red so it's more definitive. There it is, okay? So instead of trying to short up here, okay, and then now here's the problem. You short up here and now the market does one of these on you. Now you shit the bed, you hit the stop loss, maybe get liquidated depending on how much leverage that you're throwing at the market, okay? Now, and then the market does its final crash down, right? That's something that is possible. But one thing that is much easier for all those that like to short is just wait for an actual breakdown of that 89K level. We break straight through, we close a 4-hour candle below this, because that is one of the more important things. I want to see a 4-hour candle, okay? Ooh, let me draw it a little better here. Bam, 4 hours. There we go. I want to see a 4-hour candle break below here, okay? Because it doesn't, to short, just because it broke down here, then that comes to the situation that I talked about. We break down, bear trap. Now we shoot up, and now you're fucked, okay? So then the reality is that what you really want to do, guys, what you really want to do is wait for a confirmation here of a 4-hour candle, to me, because 4-hour is more, it's not so short term, but it's not so long term like a daily and weekly candle or a 15-minute candle. A 4-hour is really a trader's best friend. The 4-hour candles, in my opinion, are the best because they give you more of an outlook in between. So for me, if we have a 4-hour candle, okay, break down below this 89K level, this is where you should be longing. And that's just my opinion, guys, because then that would be a confirmed breakdown where now we're probably going to be going lower. Whereas here, you're trying to short up here, which is super dangerous. Because if you're shorting up here, folks, you're in the middle of a channel still. You're in the middle of this channel that's held for literally basically 3 months. So what are you doing trying to be smarter than the market here trying to short all the way up here. You see what I'm saying? You're in the middle of a channel. Every time the market has came here, the market has bounced up tremendously. So longing here seems like a better decision rather than trying to short up here, because the market runs up and liquidates your ass. Okay? So one thing I say is respect your money and respect your trades and respect the chart. If the chart is telling you that this is holding, it's because maybe it will hold. But if it doesn't, you reassess. If the market were to crash under that 89K, 4-hour close under, that would be a better opportunity to short and create targets. Okay, before you guys do anything, for all those leverage traders out there, create targets, guys. You know, if you're going to enter a short after the breakdown, enter targets 86K, 85K. You know, if this breaks down, then most likely we fill this gap. Okay, the people who are going to make the most money leveraging, guys, are the people, if we break down, who are able to capture this gap. Okay, that's going to be a lot of room to make money, because from here all the way in the gap, that's a minus 12%. We all know people who long and short, 12% is a lot of gains when you're leveraging. Okay, that can easily be a 2x, 3x, 4x, 5x to your money, depending on how much leverage you are doing. But me personally, I will not be leveraging, but just giving a little bit of insight for those that want to leverage. I would come in here at that breakdown with low leverage, okay? Only because the market, like I said, likes to do pull-ups to then bring down. Because one situation that can happen here, and this is something to keep in mind, guys, okay? This level, which is held, okay, for a long time. Let's say it breaks down here. Let's say we break down. Boom. Now we pull up. When you are in a downwards trend, guys, this now, what was once support, now becomes resistance. Okay? And that's when you see that other wave down. Okay? So that's something to keep into account. When a support breaks, it now becomes a resistance. Okay, to then later in the future, it be potentially broken later, and then it becomes a support again. Okay, but for right now, one thing to take into account, guys, is that if we break down, this support will most likely become a resistance to then push us down. A lot of people who short will be looking to short here. Okay, when we come here and hit this major support line, because it's probably going to turn into a resistance to bring us down lower. And when you look at the market like this, it starts to almost start to look like a huge, it could be either head and shoulders, or it can be a, forgot the name over here. My goodness. But basically, let's see if we can get what I'm trying to tell you over here. What's the name? Oh man, it escapes me. You know, that's what happens, man. When you're thinking too much. Well, regardless, okay, guys. The point is that this starts to look more complete, more make more sense. Okay. Now, one thing, guys, that I do want to mention. Now, aside from Bitcoin, okay, let's talk about Ethereum, okay? The good old ETH, okay? Now, as you guys know, in the live stream yesterday, I brought up two situations that could potentially happen here to ETH, okay? And ETH is completely... Hold on. Did ETH already hit my target? Don't tell me ETH already hit my target. It did hit my target. Yes, it did. ETH hit my target. That's wow. That's insane. That's exactly the prices for ETH that I was looking for. That is insane, man. it's a good feeling when you see something and you were actually right. So yesterday we were mentioning two situations that could have happened on ETH, right? And what we were talking about is that this box on ETH, this is a major support zone for ETH, okay? Let's refine it over here, bring it down a little bit. There we go. So this is a major support level for ETH. And I said that if ETH enters these levels, this is a buying zone anywhere in this box. So anybody who bought today ETH at these levels from 2,500 all the way down to 2,100 is perfect. To me, that is a perfect zone to be DCAing. Okay, only because this is a support that's held all the way back here, January 22nd, February 22nd, August 24th, September 2024, and now February 2025. This is a beautiful zone to be accumulating here if you believe in ETH in the long term, guys. Now, I would say this. ETH's chart does look a little funky. Now, I do have to admit that. It does look funky. I mean, ETH has struggled greatly in this bull run on the hands of Solana, who's been just eating away at it. And look, I said, guys, that if Bitcoin were to manage, okay, to break down, if Bitcoin were to manage to break down and go lower, the altcoins would absolutely get slaughtered. And that is exactly what we're seeing in altcoins right now. Altcoins are absolutely getting slaughtered right now, testing major supports. This is a major support, guys, for ETH. Okay, so it seems like that capitulation on ETH happened in a matter of 15 minutes. In 15 minutes over here at about like that was like about 30 minutes ago, around there, 40 minutes ago. So that was a major capitulation on ETH. A lot of buy orders were set here on ETH. And here's the thing, though. This is a major buy zone for ETH. This is a no-brainer for ETH. Okay? So in terms of ETH, guys, to me, I personally would wait. But if you like to DCA, cool. If you want a long, I don't know about all that. Okay? I would not be longing ETH, because longing BTC is very different than longing Ethereum. Okay? God Hash said, why do you think the market is bleeding? To be honest with you, we're a little bit overexhausted. There's just not enough demand in the market. We've kind of seen that in the past 2 months. We haven't seen that much demand in the market as much as we expected. It seems like everybody just wanted to trade meme coins for the most part. Everyone's just trading meme coins. People are like, ETH barely even made it to 4K. You know, like it seemed like there wasn't that much interest in coins that are like our altcoins, right? That we all know and love, right? So at the end of the day, also all this fear in the market with what Trump is doing and political agendas and etc. People are just more fearful. And also what I noticed as well is that gold is on a rampage. Okay. Gold is performing very, very well. Okay, seems like people are chasing gold right now as a safe place to keep their money in the short term. Also, one thing to take into account: why the dump is happening. The dollar is getting astronomically strong, and as we all know, in risk markets, if the dollar gets stronger, these get weaker. Okay. And because remember, when you're trading Bitcoin, we're trading Bitcoin against the US dollar. And if the dollar is getting stronger, that means Bitcoin is going to get weaker here. So right now, it seems like the candle on the daily that the DXY, which is the dollar index, just put up, it starts to feel like the dollar might go on more of a rampage, okay? And it seems like the dollar is going to continue to go up because of these tariffs, because of Trump basically coming down on these other countries, and it's increasing the value of the U.S. dollar. So the dollar right now at 109. Hey, we can even see the dollar try to retest over here the prices of all the way in of October of 2022. Okay, because the dollar hasn't been this strong in a long time. In about 3 years, 2 years, the dollar hasn't been this strong. So now the dollar's on a rampage to keep going up. It wouldn't surprise me to see if the dollar can try to retest those valuations of 2001 when the dollar was 120, okay, on the US dollar index. Right now we at 109. It is not far-fetched to think the dollar could continue on this rampage, okay? So that's something to keep in mind, guys, all right? But ultimately, altcoins look horrific, okay? Now, monthly candles that I believed looked phenomenal now don't look so phenomenal. Solana, as interesting as it looks, Solana still looks a little healthy compared to the rest of the market. Look at ETH's monthly candle and look at Solana's monthly candle. Solana can eat all this red and still end up in the green, and we're all bullish because Solana is still in a upwards trend. Okay? It doesn't take a genius to figure out that Solana is still in an upwards trend. Now, if it breaks down, that's a different story, but Solana still remains in an upwards trend. And if you look at Solana, Solana's only down 6.77%, whereas ETH is down 12%. Okay? Now, this would be a very interesting moment to actually see Solana start doing its thing, because then it can really flip ETH. At this point, let's take a look at CoinGecko right quick. Take a look at CoinGecko to see. Wow. Yeah, so Solana right now needs a 3x to flip Ethereum. Okay? So Solana at somewhere around 500, around there, 525, would flip Ethereum's market cap. Okay? So that's something very interesting to think about. XRP, I feel like XRP now, I was never a believer in XRP. It was cool to see XRP, but this monthly candle is absolutely horrendous. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely horrendous on XRP. And it's funny because Solana looks still strong. Held support. Even through this crash, it's held. So there's only certain coins that could be said that's doing that. GRT looks absolutely horrific. Okay? Dogecoin, still upwards trajectory, as crazy as it looks, guys. Dogecoin to me is still in an upwards trajectory. Even though we've had this crazy crash, it still looks okay. We need, at the end of the day, we're still February 2nd. These monthly candles are still very young, so there's a lot more for us to see. It's crazy because even a Chainlink, who had a phenomenal chart coming into this month on the monthly candle, is now completely wiped the gains that it made in the past 2 months. It's completely wiped the gains. And at the end of the day, this is still an upwards trajectory chart. There's charts that are still on an upwards trajectory, but now there's certain charts where it's being jeopardized. Okay? KRTVMA said, I think market bleeding is market manipulation. I mean, when is this market not being manipulated? Let's just keep it 100, bro. This market's being manipulated since the jump. It's a lot of whales selling off, a lot of people shorting, a lot of people longing. It's like a big long squeeze. Because when I look at Bitcoin, which has one of the best charts in crypto right now, right? One thing I see with this is that all this price up, right? Because look, I'll tell you guys one thing for sure, okay? One thing I know for sure is if if Chainlink can do this, okay, on the monthly, when it looked amazing, wipe the gains that it made in 2 months, and now in the red on the monthly, broke both supports here, and now it's in the red. What makes you think Bitcoin can't do the same? Wipe all these damn gains right here, okay? Wipe all these gains from these months right here, and wipe all of them. Go right back down and start where we started in November, pre-election. And even then, we're still bullish. Even then, we are still bullish, guys, because Bitcoin's chart still looks great, okay? And one thing about and I always try to draw something out for people on Bitcoin to give people a better outlook, okay? Because this is something that that is very possible to happen, right? You have Bitcoin shit the bed. Bitcoin the next month shit the bed. Now we are at the bottom of this channel, of this upward trajectory channel. Now you have a recovery. Now you have a recovery. And now you have a recovery. And now we're back on the moon. Okay? Because when you look at it like this, it starts to make sense. So for us to go back to 70K is not a problem. I don't know why. People get so stressed and like, oh, the bull run is over. The bull run, the bull run is over. We went back down to 70K. I'm getting out of this market. But when you look at the market like this, you start to see something different now. You start to see, oh no, look right here. You see, we're in the middle. We're in the middle of this channel right here. Look, there's an upwards channel. It's going up. Oh, all we're doing is correcting, and we're retesting the bottom of the channel. And now we're going to go up again to retest the top of the channel. Okay? Because if you guys want to stretch out this channel, right? Check this out. Look. This is we'll stretch it out to January, okay? Why I chose January? Because typically markets, bull runs especially, usually end November to January, the year post-halving, okay? So the thing is that you guys need to understand is that even, right? Let's say this whole bull run, which I don't believe, we stay in this upwards channel. I believe that, because the reason why, I believe that at some point we're going to break out of this channel, okay? And then we're going to enter price discovery, and then nobody knows what's going to happen, okay? But one thing to take into account, let's just say we were to stay in this range, okay? At the end of the day, January 2021, that's still at $150,000 Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? That's still $150,000 Bitcoin. So for me, I wouldn't be selling no Bitcoin. Now, these alts, they're super in the red, the alts. That's a different story. The alts is a whole different tale. Now, Bitcoin, to me, at least 150K this cycle. I think 200K this cycle. Still, I would say that. Even going to $70,000 Bitcoin. Because people are very quick to change sentiments. People are very quick to be emotional and change how they feel about things. Just because a market is, just because the price is doing the opposite of what you initially had thought it was going to do. Okay? But like, let me remind you, this one candle on Bitcoin right here was a $26,000 price increase in 1 month. In 1 month, Bitcoin went up $26,000. Okay? And that's in November. So what do you think happens when you have a Bitcoin reserve? What do you think happens when the U.S. government is now buying billions of Bitcoin? What do you think happens when numerous amount of other nations now are copying the U.S.? Because the U.S. does something, everyone else starts copying. Nobody wants to be first, but nobody wants to be last. So if the U.S. starts making a Bitcoin reserve, let's say over here, okay? Because this is something that I always see happen, okay? You have the price now dumped to 69K, 70K. Everyone shit the bed. Everyone's, oh, crypto's a scam, and crypto, I don't know why anyone buys this shit. Da 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 da. And then the price starts recovering now, right? And you're like, oh no, this ain't real. This is all bullshit. Da da da. And then Bitcoin Reserve here, boom. Now everyone bullish. Oh my God, we going to the moon now. Boom. And now you're off to the moon. And everyone who thought Bitcoin was a scam right here just missed a generational buying opportunity because they're not looking at the bigger picture, okay? Because it's the same concept of you looking at a 15-minute candle and it's like, oh my God, everything is insane and the market's moving crazy. But like I always say, guys, when you are in doubt, you zoom out, okay? When you are in doubt, you zoom out. Because this is just the monthly on Bitcoin. When you look at the yearly on Bitcoin, let me use a chart that I haven't drawn up, okay? So you guys could see a little bit better here. Like, folks, this is the yearly candle on Bitcoin since 2020. What are you guys worried about? Genuine, and I'm being genuine here. I'm not trying to be an asshole or nothing. What are you guys worried about here? This is the yearly candle. Okay, you just put up 2 years of straight green, and now at the little, and even on the yearly, we're still in the green. But now you seeing a little, now you see a little bit of red here. You're already shitting the bed. When you really start thinking about it, Bitcoin going down here, even to 70K. Like, bro, this shit could just go right back up again. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that for a second, guys. What does it cost Bitcoin to jump down here to 70K to then come back up in the green and moonshot all the way up? It doesn't cost Bitcoin anything to do that. Jared Levine, in 20 years, my kids will be asking me, my biggest regret, I will say, not buying Solana in December 2023. I know exactly what you are, what you're talking about, bro. For real, I know exactly what you're talking about. When Solana was $9, yeah, bro. Let me not think about that either, because that was complete insanity. But one thing, guys, as we all know, man, in moments of crises, in moments of panic, there's somebody buying it. Okay? Because even when Bitcoin came here at 49K, even when Bitcoin was here at 15K, everyone will remember, for you to sell, someone has to buy. That's how an order book works. For you to sell, someone has to buy. And for you to buy, someone has to sell. So if Bitcoin is going to 70K and you're panic selling, just know there's somebody on the other side who said, oh no, 70K is a good price. This is a just price for me to buy. This is a good price to make money. You see what I'm saying? Whereas that person who sold at 70K is like, this is garbage. And that's that whole thing. Another man's garbage is another man's treasure. What a man throws out, another man might find as a treasure and believe that it has a lot of value. And that's the way the markets work. In stocks, crypto, everything. Okay? It's all about what you believe it has value and what the other person believes the value that it's at. Okay? In other coins, man, I seen people, Jared Levine saying GRT at 11 cents. This shit is absolutely going to hell right now. Jesus. And a lot of these altcoins, and you guys know, man, I absolutely love GRT, etc. But the truth is, guys, is that the chart is telling us that it's not looking good. The chart's telling us that it's looking ugly. I can't. If I say the chart looks good, it's not going to make the price go up. If I say the chart, needs time to recover, it's not going to make the chart go up. None of us are going to make the chart go up. We don't have a $2, $3, $4, $5 billion to inject in a GRT to just moonshot candle this, okay? And that would be idiotic as well, because everyone would just sell on your ass, okay? The reality is that this chart is ugly, and there's nothing that's going to stop this chart from being ugly. And I'm not buying this until I see a clear reversal in this coin. Okay, I am not gonna buy it until I see a clear reversal, and that goes for a lot of these altcoins, man. And it's sad, but you got to be real with yourself. I had to start being real with myself because sometimes we like to fool ourselves and we like to trick ourselves into thinking, oh, I'm gonna continue buying this and it's gonna reverse, and when it reverses, I'm gonna be in astronomical gains. But we don't know when that reversal is gonna be. None of us know when that reversal is gonna be. And a Pepe still looking okay if it holds that support. Still looking okay. But I wouldn't buy this. Just some of these coins I just wouldn't buy. You know, like to me, Bitcoin's a buy. Solana, as funny as it is, Solana's a buy. In a way, it's a buy. As long as it holds these levels, okay? You see these three supports right here? 1, 2, 3. Let me delete this thing right here. Hold on. 2. Okay, so you see these supports over here that's held right here? 1, 2, 3. If it can hold those levels, that's not bad. It's still in an upwards trajectory. When you look at it on a logarithmic, it actually looks pretty good. So one little trick that I want to tell you guys, when you're looking at a chart, right? Sometimes it might look insane. Look at it on a log. On a logarithmic, it will give you a better idea of the chart. Okay? So this is still looking bullish to me. Solana still looks good, but I can't say that about a lot of charts. I would still DCA into Solana at these prices. Okay, but now a lot of these other projects, guys, you know, if you guys got any projects you guys want me to look at, feel free to write it in the chat so I can take a look. This is another one that we've been covering all last week. ApeCoin. This is clearly a rejection right here, which would have been the actual reversal and would have sent this to the moon. It rejected and brought us back into that downtrend that we've been in for a very long time. This was an obvious do not buy this. This was probably one of the easiest shorts as well. Okay? And H-bar, surprisingly, eating up a lot of those gains that it had in the past 2 months. Kind of looking like a little bit like Chainlink. Okay? And it's you know, it is what it is. You know, Cosmos downwards trend, continuing the downwards trend momentum. Tezos downwards trend, continuing the downwards trend momentum. Aptos continuing the downwards trend momentum. XRP was on the moon, but it just capitulated and literally wiped both candles that it did in the last 2 months. I don't know what you want me to say. You know, I gotta be realistic with people as much as I can. I can't, you know, I can't be over here spreading FOMO because there is no FOMO to spread. There is no FOMO to spread. This shit all looks nasty. This shit looks nasty. I would not be buying this. Sui? Hell no. Hell no, I wouldn't be buying no Sui. No, no, no. No, no, no. Because on the monthly, this looks like a top out. No, 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 no. Now, 3 or 4 months from now, hey, maybe it would be, you know, maybe the story would be a little different. But me personally, I would not be buying this, guys. This is nasty. But I wouldn't be surprised, though. I wouldn't be surprised on the monthly, right? Because at some point in this month, whether we shit the bed or not, we are going to see some kind of recovery, I believe, at some point. I mean, this month got no wick up. And usually when you get no wick up, at some point you got to understand that there is going to be some kind of wick up, right? So like right here, some kind of wick up. Now, if it stays in the green, that's a different question. But, you know, you got to think that at some point it can wick up here to just continue that trend back down. But me, my friend, got you over here bloody. That's exactly what it is. This looks like a medium steak rare right here. You know when you get that medium steak rare and you slice into it and just you see all the blood come out. This is what the Suhi chart looks like. Okay, it looks like a medium steak rare, super nasty. So not that I think medium steak rare is nasty, because I think those are that's the only way you should be eating a steak. If you eat steaks well done, God bless your soul. You might as well just eat rubber. But polka dot downwards trend, disgusting. XLM, got wiped, my boy, my boy. Go Getter says Shiba got wrecked. Holy cow! Holy moly! Holy holy cannoli! That Shiba got Shiba getting wrecked right now. Even Shiba, man, it's funny, but you know what's funny about this chart? Shiba chart still look better than half of these coins. That's the funny thing. I'm not gonna lie, because Shiba has a clear support over here. Like if you look at right here, right? Shiba still has a clear support of 10. It's about 1078. Right now we're at 1279. So holy cannoli! At the end of the day, we could see. Look. Call me crazy, but on Shiba, we could still see this month flip green and create a support here. Now, I think it's funny because I didn't think I would be saying that Shiba still got potential, but it actually, out of a lot of these candles and charts here, Shiba still has a lot of potential. But the only thing is that if Shiba cracks right under that 1078, so like let's say it cracks under here and does a holy cannoli, then I would say this: the only thing saving this chart is Jesus himself. That is it. You're gonna have to get on your knees. You're gonna have to start praying every day. Do what the Catholic people do, the Hail Marys, because holy cannoli. That's the only way you're gonna save this chart if it were to actually break that support that held in August 2024. God bless your soul, my guy. They trying to shake the rookies out. That's exactly what they trying to do with all of these coins, man. They're definitely trying to shake these rookies out. The funny thing is like I keep saying, right? So some of these charts still got life in it. Shiba looks like one of those that still got some life in it. Now, if it's gonna do well, I don't know. Okay, I have no idea if it's gonna do well. But one thing that's for sure is that we gotta listen to these candles and listen to these charts. And Shiba, for right now, as red as this market is, still showing some signs of life. Because if it really wanted to capitulate, it would have capitulated. It would have capitulated just like ETH did. Because ETH really shit the bed to 2100. That shit really shit the bed. Now Shiba, on the other hand, still holding. Not bad from Shiba. Not bad. Not bad. It's not bad, guys. Ada, the good old Cardano. Cardano, and holy effing cannolis. This one's a tough one. I know you guys in the chat are seeing this one too. This one's a little bit of a tougher one. It's not in a downwards trend. It's still in an upwards trend. At the end of the day, as red as that candle looks, it's still in an upwards trend. Okay, because it can do this, right? I'm just drawing shit over here. I'm not Picasso, okay? I'm not no painter, but there is still some life here, guys. It just looks a little weird, but there's still life here. clearly bounced off of the moving average here. So to me, what do you guys think in the chat? You think 8 is still a buy? I think I'm gonna go with still a buy. But if you say no, I completely understand. Okay, at the end of the day, you know, everyone got opinions are like assholes. Everyone got one. Okay, so me, I think we still could bounce here. I think we still bounce. Cardano Cardanzo still got some life in it. Okay, Cardanzo, mamma mia. Okay, and let's look at who we got over here. What coins we got over here, man? Let's see. You know what? Let me take a look at Brett. I know you got a lot of meme coin Brett love. Oh my, holy shit! Holy smokeronies. Brett, holy shit. This one I was not expecting, folks. Holy cannoli. Hold on, let me look at it. Let me look at it on deck screener so we can get a bigger view of this. Holy shit. Oh no. Hold on. It's the wrong one. We need the one with the liquidity. The one with the liquidity. Hold on. Oh, 2 mil, 5 mil. I think it is this one. It's looking like this one. Holy shit. Holy smokeronies. What Trump doing to the market? What isn't he doing to the market? Yeah, man. Brett is completely in the trenches. For anybody who took profits up here, God bless your soul. You got blessed, my guy. Whew. My scat pack is definitely getting repoed. After what Brett did to people, this is absolutely bonkers over here, actually. Let's see a chill guy. Oh my goodness. Chill guy is more like bloody guy. Oh, they completely poof. Someone call Solana customer service. Somebody call Solana customer service and tell them that you didn't approve any of those transactions. Oh my goodness. Chill guy is completely in the shitter. Oh. Well, I'll tell you one thing. There is no telling where this chart's going to go until we find a bottom. Memes in general, guys, you guys know more than me. When markets dump, meme coins dump harder. So that's just something to take into account. We got a chill guy, 27 million market cap. I mean, at some point, this is going to recover. I just don't know when. At the end of the day, chill guy meme is still very iconic to me. But chill guy is, at the end of the day, in the trenches. Completely horrific. Let's take one that I did want to take a look at. If you guys remember the good old Popcat, oh my god, you know what's one thing I'm starting to realize, guys? I'm starting to realize this is some cabal shit going on. This is some crypto Illuminati, shit, because these folks, it almost feels like this shit is all set up, man. They pumped this shit to the moon, and this shit has not stopped going down since November. Like, what the hell? It's like as if like everyone's been rotating their money out of these really big, what was really big meme coins. Let's take a look at WIF. No, wrong WIF. Wait, hold on. Wrong WIF. Hold on. Dog with hat. Oh, this is nasty. Oh, Yeah, it looks like the dog doesn't have the hat on anymore. Dog with hat, more like dog with no hat. This is not this. If anything, look at it. If anything, this kind of looks like a little hat right here. Like if you look at it like this, look, it kind of looks like a little hat. See, look, it's a little dog with a hat. Look, that's crazy. They pulled the dog with hat pattern, bro. Who would have thought? That's crazy. I should have identified this pattern a long time ago. This is the dog with hat pattern. Look at this. That's crazy, son. Holy cannoli. Look, bro, look, wait, hold on. Let's see, bro, I'm telling you, watch Friday when everyone get paid. BTC 100K. Hey, my brother in Christ, my guy. I'm sorry, but BTC ain't going to 100K because everyone getting paid on Friday, my guy. Eggs is like $18 right now. My brother in Christ, eggs is $18. Ain't no one got time to pump BTC to 100K. This shit going to BTC going to $3. All right. Look, man. Look. It's time to get rich with this dump. I believe, my guy, it's been time to get rich, man. And this dump, we definitely gonna get rich, but it's all about what you buying. Okay, because some of these charts just look nasty, bro. It's not even up for discussions at this point. Some of these charts look nasty. Okay, let's look at some more memes over here. Hold on. Okay, we got Trump coin actually not doing too bad. I mean, it's kind of hard, to be honest with you. It's kind of hard to do technical analysis on a Trump coin because there's just no history on the coin. Like you do technical analysis on coins that that actually have history. There's just no history on Trump coin whatsoever. So like I can't be over here, like there ain't nothing for me to say about this. But at the end of the day, it's still holding a little well. 3.65 billion. That's not bad. All right. We got someone over here saying Chronos coin. Holy shit. I haven't heard about Chronos coin since the 1700s. Like Chronos coin. Oh my goodness. Crypto.com done rugged us, man. Crypto.com done rugged us on Chronos coin, man. Sheesh. Okay, hold on. Let me take a look over here. You know what's funny about this Chronos coin? Is somehow, I don't know how many Hail Marys that Crypto.com been doing, but this is still on some kind of upwards trajectory over here. I don't know what the hell's going on over here, but it somehow, like, you guys seeing what I'm seeing? It's somehow managing to stay in this like upwards trajectory and all this. Very weird. Like at the end of the day, it's still forming. Like this is maybe the weirdest one out of all of them. Like this is some real Crypto.com psychotic. I already feel like if you buy crypto on Crypto.com, you already a little like psychotic, a little weird, a little bit. But this chart is definitely being manipulated by Crypto.com because this shit do not make any kind of sense. Like look at this, like a high, higher high, higher high. Okay, we got a low right here, a little low right here, higher low, and what could potentially be a little higher low. I mean, I personally wouldn't be trading this. This shit looks weird as hell. But on the flip side, it still somehow looks bullish if you're trying to accumulate. But you know how I feel about these shitcoins. I mean, these altcoins, man. Half of these shits, low key, they don't even have value like we think they do. Half of these altcoins, they're really pieces of shit, just disguised as all this tech and everything, and all this. And you know what the reality? You guys know damn well what the reality is with all this stuff. Nobody gives a crap about the tech, about all this chain link. As much as I love chain link, you know, CCIP and integration into the real world Swift and banking infrastructure, that ain't none of that shit helped the price go up. BlackRock freaking done gassed the shit up, everything. None of it helped the price go up. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like people just want to trade charts, bro. If the charts is going up, people gonna buy it. If the chart's not going up, just people ain't gonna buy it. That's it. Snack. I know, snack on Cardano. Okay. We'll take a look right now, buddy. We're gonna take a look right now. Snack on Cardano. Snack on Cardano. Snack on Cardano. All right. This one, this is giving me almost like a Dogecoin chart vibe a little bit, right? Am I mistaken here? It looks a little similar, right? Am I missing something here? Look at this. Snack, Dogecoin. It does look very similar. One thing I would say about Snack, as crazy as it is, this is actually holding pretty well and looking relatively well compared to the rest of the meme coins. But at the end of the day, this is a meme coin. We don't know where the hell this shit's gonna go. You know, I know it's the #1 meme on Cardano, and if Cardano moons, then this is gonna moon. But you really gotta worry about Cardano. It does look like Cardano. Leo, that's actually a really good call. It does look like Cardano, actually. Cardano, Snack. You know, at the end of the day, personally, my strategy coming into, guys, like, my strategy coming into this, you know, this whole tank right now, this whole market, shit in the bed and all this, my strategy is focus on the layer ones, build the bag. Like, if you want to buy Snack, buy Cardano instead right now. Okay? Safer than Snack right now, to be honest with you. Funny thing is, I mean, Snack is down 21% and Cardano's down 19%, so they're very close. But I would buy the layer 1 behind Snack, only because Cardano has a more of a foundation than Snack. All it takes is for a big whale to start selling off the shit out of Snack and send Snack to the furnace right now. At the end of the day, for Snack, Snack can still do a price correction of 42%. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. It's still bouncing off this moving average here, but it can do another 42% no problem on Snack. Okay, it definitely does look like Ada's chart. You know, got Hash over here saying you get rich when the world panics, and that I will agree with you, my friend. You definitely will get rich when everyone else is panicking. What do you guys think? You guys think that this dip is over? What do you guys think, man? I personally, I would love to hear your thoughts. If you guys think that we're gonna keep running lower, in my eyes right now, guys, I believe that. Look, I'm just gonna say that for right now, this level most likely holds. That's just what I think in my eyes. This level most likely holds. If it dumps, then we can see the furnace. Okay. Oof. Look at this one. This one's a tragedy right here. Oh my God. I gotta put like a little. Hold on. Gotta put a little like a tombstone right here. Hold on. Ooh, like that. Look, like this. Look. Hold on. A little tombstone right here. Let's do a little tombstone. Let's give it like a little table set right here. Okay, boom. Let's do a little grass. Put a little grass right here. Okay, for Arbitrum. Oof, this is tragedy right here. Tragedy has struck yet again, my boy. Hold on. Put a little grass right here. Oh, like this. Oh, bam, like that. ARB right here. 1, 2, 3 right there. What's the year? Okay, 23. Oh, hold on. 23 to 25. There we go. It was good while it lasted, Arb. Rest in peace to Arbitrum. If anybody can please pray for the Arbitrum team, the Arbitrum blockchain. This is completely in shambles. It has completely broken even what this shit started at on Binance. This shit is completely in the this shit's in the trenches, completely treacherous. Oh my god, I would not buy this even if it was for free. Even if Arbitrum offered me all the $1 million on Arbitrum, I wouldn't even want it. Looking at this chart, this is disgusting. Ugh. We're gonna leave this here, little tombstone with a little bit of grass. All right, let's do a little moon, a little sun right here for Arbitrum. It was good while it lasted. Right here, oof, oof. Right here, a little tree in the back. Do a little tree right here. do a little tree right here for Arbitrum. Right there, boom, man. Shout out Arbitrum, man. It was good while it lasted, man. For real, for real. Joey Joe over here saying, can I buy ETH now? I mean, you can buy ETH whenever you want. You can buy ETH at $10 million, or you can buy ETH at $2,500. It's really up to you when you want to buy ETH. It's completely up to you, my friend. But what I would say is, in this zone right here, this is where you want to be buying ETH. I still believe that ETH, the show is not, the dump is not over. The show hasn't finished yet. The show still has an encore, okay? It's like the band just played all 12 songs, and they coming out for one last song, one last ride. Okay, so maybe, look, I would say this. ETH went to 2161 today. Most likely we can see on ETH possibly a retest of this. You know, the problem is that, like, you know, on the day, like, here's one thing I do want you guys to think about, right? And this was tough, is that the daily candle opened about 3 hours ago, and the dump started after the daily open. So we literally still have 20 hours and 41 minutes of this candle still. Like, to me, I feel like this shit still goes lower. That's what I think. I definitely think we still go lower in ETH. So on the 4 hourly, we still look nasty. The first 4 hourly closes in 41 minutes. In my eyes, we still retest this bottom. So for anyone trying to dollar cost average on ETH, I would try to set limit orders somewhere in this zone. So like maybe like you want to set a limit order at 2,400, you know, 2,300, maybe 2,200, and then at this bottom of 2,157. Don't put all your money in, because if it goes lower, then you have a chance to accumulate more. But at the end of the day, guys, we don't know when ETH's gonna recover and go to all-time high right now. It could be 5 months, 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. So if you're DCAing these positions, I'm assuming you're trying to hold for the long term. You're not trying to sell, like, you know, overnight. I mean, unless you're trying to sell overnight, I don't know. Y'all do what y'all gonna do. You feel me? But you know, Go Getter said, I'm bullish on Alchemy Pay. Yee! Alchemy Pay. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I think you're bullish on losing money, my friend. Hold on. You know, actually, as funny as it sounds, this chart actually looks okay. I don't understand why this chart looks like this, but it actually looks okay. I'm not going to knock you on that one, actually. I'm bullish on Alchemy Pay. This chart doesn't look as weird as the other charts. This one looks a little bit more defined. Let's see. Fear and Greed. Someone just said it just updated over here. Hold on. Oh, this one's not updated, but you're saying index at 38 real quick. Oof. Actually, one thing I do want to take a look at is the VIX. Let's take a look at the VIX right quick. Stock market VIX. Okay, this is still steady. meaning stocks. Well, it is paused right now. I think the VIX is gonna open, I believe. Let's see over here. It's gonna open in 4 hours. Oh my goodness, man! You know what's one thing, guys? I just had an epiphany right now. So just for everyone that doesn't know, VIX for the most part is like the fear, in the market. So in the stock market, for the most part. So if the reality is, if the VIX opens up, right, in 4 hour in about 5 hours, if the VIX opens up and the VIX is moonshotting, then you can already expect that stocks is going to go down tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, the S&P 500 futures is down $116 right now on the S&P futures, S&P 500 futures. I'm expecting. You see, now this is starting to make me feel like, guys, we should be expecting a much larger crash tomorrow, much larger than we expected. Maybe crypto doesn't go as down as much anymore because it's already down horrendously. But one thing to take into account is that the crypto market follows the S&P 500 futures and also follows the VIX. So if the VIX at so 5 hours, so like around 3 in the morning, around there 4 in the morning when it opens up, the VIX, if this starts to moonshot, because when the VIX moonshots, that means there's a lot of fear in the market. If the VIX starts to moonshot, guys, then you guys can already expect that crypto's going to react in the middle of the night. Because really, this market is recovering right now, but it's really waiting for pre-market. That's number one. The market is waiting for pre-market, because pre-market opens up in 5 hours and 37 minutes. Okay, so that's something to take into account. The market will be waiting for pre-market in stocks and waiting for the VIX to open up so that we can kind of gauge where the stock market is going to go tomorrow. Because but here's the thing. Usually the the sentiment in stocks is usually reflected in crypto. Because here's the thing you guys gotta understand is that crypto is 24 hours and stocks is only Monday to Friday. So people will trade off stocks already ahead of time, and people will trade off crypto ahead of time, like especially that right now we're on a weekend. And then when stocks open up, that shit is in the shitter, because people are already pre-planning that this market's gonna shit the bed. If stock, because like a stock trader will be like, oh, let me look at Bitcoin. Oh shit, Bitcoin shit in the bed. The whole crypto market shit in the bed. That must mean that the stock market is gonna shit the bed. That's what I'm trying to say, is that they're very, very similar in that way, where if they move together, guys. At the end of the day, sometimes they're uncorrelated, but for the most part, guys, stock market and crypto market are very, very correlated. And if one goes down, the other one goes down with it. So now, really, looking at it with all eyes open right now, I am starting to feel like tomorrow, stock market really might crash bad tomorrow, ugly. At least 10% dips in some of these stocks that we know and love. S&P 500 probably gonna crack under that 6K level, which has been like a definitive like it could be a top for it, to dip under that 6K level. Maybe we retrace even more. But at the end of the day, guys, this doesn't jeopardize what we got going on in the long run. We've seen these dumps happen numerous times over. For the people who are well seasoned in crypto, well seasoned in this market, we all know that these kind of things happen, and you have to just remain strong and have conviction. Do not do not shit the bed, because don't act like this is the first time you ever seen a market dump. Like, this is not the first time you've seen a market dump, and it won't be the last time, okay? Because even after this bull run, after the next bull run, there's gonna be bigger crashes. This stuff always happens. You feel me? But when you look, like I said, when in doubt, zoom out. When you look at the grand span of things, the big scheme of things, things are still looking bullish. Okay. The last question I'm gonna take for tonight. Someone telling me Sol, Ave, AVAX, Link. What about them? Okay, well, Sol. I said what I think about Sol. I think Sol on the monthly still looks good. Sol is probably one of the better looking charts in this entire market. It's held literally important support. This is very bullish to me. Very bullish from Solana to me, man. Like, I really like how this looks. Like, I know you guys are seeing the same thing I'm seeing. You know, literally held support. This right here, for the most part, guys, in crypto, and not that it always happens, but this is a green candle, and now you have a red candle that's held. This is usually a continuation of a high. Okay? That's number one. Usually a continuation of a high. This would be a good moment to be DCAing in Solana. Now, if the plan changes and Solana actually breaks down from this support right here, okay, if Solana breaks down, then I would be thinking automatically that Solana is going to go to 131. Okay, so that's one thing I just want you guys to take into account. If Solana breaks down from here, most likely next support will be about 130, around there, because that's in line with the moving average. Okay, so like I said, you always have to think two sides to the table. It could work, but if it doesn't, it's okay. Maybe set a stop loss. It doesn't hurt to set a stop loss. You know, maybe set a stop loss right under the support, just in case it's a bear trap. You know, maybe set it up somewhere around, if it's 169, hey, maybe set it around 163. You know, that's not a bad play. If Solana breaks down, hey, you got out right here. You didn't you minimized your losses. You cut your losses while you still could. But for the most part, I believe that a Solana looks very bullish. Actually looks one of the best looking altcoin charts at the moment. And I do believe that this is a continuation pattern. And I do believe that Solana is still going to rip to new highs in this month alone. Okay? What I'm looking for in Solana, for the most part, in this month, is the highest close ever for Solana. If we have a highest close on Solana, right? That's going to look extremely bullish, man. If we can ride this up and close the month on the highest close, because that will signify a continuation of a high. Solana, to me, in my eyes, looks phenomenal, okay? Ave, let me take a look at Ave for you over here. Ave. Oh, this looks a little weird. Still upward trajectory, guys, but we just don't know. The reality is, you know what, a lot of these coins that are doing, like, this is kind of like a chain link. Look, if you take a look at chain link, kind of like the same looking chart. Like, look, see, kind of like the same looking thing. You have multiple months in green. The last month closed in the green on the up, but literally wiped 2 months of green in literally one day. My issue with this is that it's still in the upward trajectory, but it could take multiple months to recover. Okay? So that's something that I do want you guys to take into account. Anybody who's buying Ave at these prices, just know that it might take longer to recover than you think. A lot of these coins that are in really bad downward trends, etc., are going to take a couple more months to form better looking charts. Because like I keep telling you guys, these investors, these whales, they don't give a crap about technology. They just want to see good looking charts, and they will buy if the chart looks good. Okay? AVAX, take a look at AVAX. AVAX, I'm gonna be honest with you, AVAX looks a little funny money. Still holding though, that's the funny part. But you know, my problem that I see with AVAX, high, lower high. That's I just gotta be honest right here. I gotta say what it is. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if AVAX actually breaks this support. I would not be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised if AVAX breaks the support and continues this downwards trend, because in reality, this is really like a downwards trend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at that. It's really a downward. It's like a downwards trend because it formed a lower high. I don't like this chart. I wouldn't buy this chart, to be honest with you. And plus, people aren't really using AVAX like that. It's lacking adoption a little bit. People aren't really interested in AVAX. People, to be honest with you, aren't interested in layer 2s on Ethereum at all. That's why you have the tombstone here of Arbitrum that I drew out over here. People just aren't interested, guys. People aren't interested in this. You know, like, no one's interested in layer 2s on Ethereum. Because no one's interested in Ethereum. Because Solana is much better than Ethereum. No one's trading on Ethereum. You got to be real with yourself. So I personally I would not be buying AVAX. That's just what I think. Link. Same look, man. Ah, boy. Link, still upward trajectory. Okay? So we're still upward trajectory. Why? Because high and a higher high. Low, higher low, possibly setting up for a higher low here to then take it even higher. So for me, I think Link still looks good. This is a price to accumulate, but also, guys, do not deploy all your capital right now. We do not know how low this market's gonna go, because, like I said early in the video, do not try to catch the falling knives. Right now, we are in a falling knife all across the market. We don't know how low this market's gonna go yet. So I would say deploy percentages of your capital as the market goes down. And the last question of the night I'll answer from Go Getter: is Polygon dead though? I feel bad for Polygon. Bro, Polygon gotta be the biggest disappointment in this entire market. I really like Polygon is really disappointing. I feel like ever since Polygon did their migration to Pole from Matic, it's been a complete shit show. Polygon looks nasty. I would not be buying this either. This is just literally on a continuous downtrend. It has not stopped, and it probably won't stop. And it's that whole narrative that I keep talking about. No one's talking about Ethereum. No one's talking about layer 2s. Just nobody cares about Ethereum. And Polygon got it maybe the worst out of everyone, unfortunately. So, hey, look, today's been a good stream. I really appreciate everyone for showing up. It's probably my longest stream that I ever did. But, I mean, we're seeing so much market action. We're seeing so much stuff happen in the market. It's like I had to touch base with you guys and go over, I mean, what's going on. And tomorrow's even going to get more spicy. And tomorrow we're going to be covering the market yet again. A lot of holy cannolis and a lot of definitely going to be going ham tomorrow. And like I always say, man, for anybody that wants to join, you know, the inner circle, you know, I have the community going on Discord. There's the link in the bio. You can join the Discord in there. And if you want to subscribe, take your knowledge to the next level, hey, come join the fam and let's get this money, man. And like I always say, guys, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do drugs. Stay positive. And another day, another dollar. I appreciate all you guys. Stay blessed out there. And let's make this money. Peace.